All right, team. So, welcome back to week two of the My Bootcamp coaching development system. Last week, we talked about ownership, being paid for impact, not the hours. And we spoke about what happens when we as leaders stop leading. All right. So, hopefully, my experience on both sides help you through these situations. So, this week, we're going to be going deeper. Uh, in delving right in because leadership isn't about what we do, it's about what we say and how we say it mostly. Well so before we start, let's share some quick wins. Okay, so guys, a personal win from this past week, from yourself. One member win, what stood out for you, something that made you proud as a coach, because you came into coaching, and one moment where you communicated like a leader this week, not just a trainer. So drop that in the WhatsApp group and we can have that discussion. Okay. Bring that to the team meeting as well. All right. We'll go over that and get your feedback. So let's jump right in, guys. So here we go. Going back to 2024, the year we won. Then, well, I'd say crashed. Maybe I'm probably been a little bit hard. I'm my own worst critic. Okay, but last year on paper, we were flying. We were winning awards. It was gold dust. We were hitting record numbers with members, like any gym, boot camp across the land would have been like, wow, yeah, this is good, all great. These are numbers we want. We were growing faster than ever. We actually grew, believe it or not, 48% in our business growth in 2024, just from formulas and plans we put in play after lockdown, which all the plan, it was just amazing. All the blueprints, it was just amazing at the time. The front end offer was insane. Signups were coming in thick and fast. It was phenomenal. From the outside, everything looked perfect. And, anyone in the fitness industry would say the same. But behind the curtain, the systems weren't ready. We didn't even have systems in play. We didn't have processes in play. And when I've had mentors in the past of business, that sort of thing, you need systems and processes in play. 3 years ago, I didn't know what an SOP or a KPI was, and sales processes, leading marketing. It was just like, whoa, I've learned all this in the last 4 years. I'm still new to this, but behind the scenes, well, behind the curtain, the systems weren't ready. We didn't have the systems in play. We didn't even have the process, the communication rhythm, or even the right people in the right places, in the right seat, the right steering wheel. It was all too soon. We built too fast. You'd say it's a good problem to have. It really isn't. Too fast isn't a good thing. We grew from God, we lost a lot of members in lockdown. We grew quite a lot. We went from 78 members in the start of 2024. There's churn as well. We literally went right up to 156 members. At one point, we had 167 on the books all at one time. But to be honest, really, truly, we only had enough systems, the processes, and the team for about 105 people. Yeah, that's a big significant difference. So more or less is when you stretch capacity without the right structure, with the right systems and the right processes, it's kind of like having an elastic band. You're going to pull to the point is you know what's going to happen, it's going to snap. By October 2024, we were still winning awards. We were recognized. We had people trying to poaching our sales team, coaches, and uh, we had our competitors pretty much copying everything we were doing. But we were literally just running off on a high. We didn't have the right system processes in play. The bills were high. Like the more people came, the more we had to spend out. The recovery and revenue was becoming all over the place. We didn't track too much. The machine that looked shiny from the outside, we were grinding inside. And I own that. Okay. Because to be honest, 2, 3 years ago when I put things in play, I did not realize just what we had to put in the right place at the right time. And it's really weird. I'll probably cover this more down the line. So I thought success would speak for itself, but silence is probably the most dangerous thing because, as I know from my personal expectations, if you can't reach for help or someone can't help you, it's a dangerous thing. So people, coaches, and members started feeling disconnected. Like I was spinning so many wheels, I was wearing so many hats. I didn't get the communication right. And anytime I asked someone to put on the communication, it was like Chinese whispers. It'd come back to me months down the line, and the right things in the right place. The communication, basically, the communication broke. The culture started to show cracks with it as well. And when communication breaks, the culture breaks with it. So from pretty much October last year to March, we were chasing our tails. We were reacting. I wasn't leading. Trying to rebuild systems or building systems while still playing the game. And in that rush, communication took a hit. Messages, well, we just didn't, we had all these people, but we didn't have the right systems, didn't have the right communications. The messages were unanswered, expectations weren't clear. Uh, and it's down to me, to the members, to the team, okay, and vice versa. People didn't know where they stood. And it's that simple. And that's on me. And I'm owning that. We lost some great members along the way. Uh, that's a hard pill to follow, well, swallow, in fact. But here's the truth: you can't fix culture in silence. You fix it through conversation, through communication. And that's when I realized you can't scale chaos. You can only scale clarity. So pretty much through 2025, I've been ripping things apart, taking things out. I'm still working on things over the course of some business mentorship things I've done. Basically, I've taken all my notes over the years and literally started to take all the chaos out of it. We're still always going to get chaos. Don't get me wrong, but ripping things apart and make things a bit more simplistic. Now, again, I've come back into the firing line again, back into the trenches a bit more. I've actually done a bit more coaching. I was last year. I love it. It's kind of, that was my bread and butter, really. So communication, basically, lesson one, guys. Communication creates clarity. When communication drops, assumption rises. Oh boy, does it! When assumption rises, trust drops. As a leader, our job, well, as leaders, our job is to make sure everyone knows exactly what winning looks like and what standard we play at. If your members or team don't know what's expected, that's on us. Every message you send, every tone you use, every correction you give either clears the fog or adds to it. So one thing I'll ask is where in your coaching do people get confused? Because if you haven't been clear enough, you're causing more fog. Lesson two, culture is what you say every day. Okay. So culture isn't a poster or a quote on the wall. I know to my, you go to Costa Coffee, there's always another logo or a sign, a community sign. If there's a spare wall, stick a sign on it. Seems to be the ongoing thing these days. It's white noise. And that isn't how you build a culture, sticking posters up. Culture isn't a poster or a quote on the wall. It's the words we repeat all the time. It's how we talk about members, each other, and ourselves. If we gossip, we poison the culture, and you know I hate gossips. If we praise, we strengthen it. If we stay silent when something's wrong, we allow decay. And boy, when that decay sets in, guys, that's bad news. At my boot camp, we lead with three things. Clarity is one, energy is two, and care is number three. So, clarity, people know what's happening and why. That's why we explain everything. Energy, the energy, well, the belief, the feel of belief from your voice, your tone, your presence. And also care as well. They know you've got them at every step of the way. So, team, ask yourself, which of those three do you need to lean more towards over this next week? If you need help, reach out. Lesson three, silence breaks systems. When we stopped talking, the system cracked. Yes, that's that. Okay. One unchecked message, one missing update, one unspoken frustration. That's all it takes. If you think, well, a better system would be is if you think something, say it. Don't hold it back. Say it. If you see a problem, service it, fix it. If you notice someone drifting, reach out early. It's simple. Because silence creates stories. And stories create drama. And you know I do not like drama. Leave that for Facebook community groups. We don't have that at my boot camp. And I will not tolerate it. The drama kills teams. So this week, what's one conversation you've been avoiding that could actually fix a problem? And lesson four, rebuild trust through transparency. And this is one thing when I'm back in it, we do over and over. But we want to bring this we need to, well, rebuilding, and that means no pretending. Okay? If something isn't working, we say it. Whether that's from the coaches to the members, anyone. If something isn't working, we say it. If we mess up, we own it. Don't put on the blame with someone else. Own it. That's where you can take control. That's leadership. It's not always going to be sunshine and roses. Trust me. The right team in the right seats, communication with honesty removes pressure. It's like oil in an engine. It's a good refinement. It creates calm, focus, and first-class delivery. And this is what I want for you guys. And that's where we are heading. Not just to grow, but to grow well. We're building the systems in the right place. We're putting the right processes in. We've got what it takes now for what happened in 2024 September, October time, we've been rebuilding. So if we have the same issue again, we can deliver professionally, world class. To deliver a really good business class of coaching, it's what you guys want. Nutrition, with our 12-week nutritional system in there now, and mindset with the consistency. We've built this. So, have a bit of reflection. Okay. So, where have I been silent when I should have spoken up? How can I communicate with more clarity or care this week with members or each other or even maybe family or friend? Who on the team do I need to reconnect with today? You're going to take 60 seconds, have that thought process, know what you're going to do. Okay. And then what you're going to do, guys, you're going to write that down on your coaching portal. Okay. And we can discuss that on the next coaching call. Now, post your leadership comments in the coaching WhatsApp group. All right. Before tonight on the team group. So, guys, I'll actually go first. Okay. This week, I'm going to be committing to clear daily communication, not weekly, daily communication with you as a team. No silence, no assumptions. And I'm going to bring you on the journey. Again, me protecting everyone from the hard-hitting things. I will keep you updated with everything because it's not always going to be sunshine and roses. Because words, believe it or not, build worlds. And silence builds cracks. And that's what I've learned the hard way as well, guys. So leadership isn't about, again, shouting louder. That'd be pointless. It's about speaking clearer, bringing everyone on the journey. The right words at the right time builds trust, belief, and foremost, action. We've been through the silence, the start of the year, and now we're speaking about going forward, and we're ready. Remember, guys, you do not work for my boot camp. You are my boot camp. Paid for impact. Change people's lives, not the hours you work. So let's lead with more clarity, energy, and care this week. Catch you on the team call.